My heart raced as chaos descended on what was supposed to be a routine Black Friday shopping spree. My name is Jace, and I live in the best place in the world, in my opinion. The home of the best baked beans you'll ever eat. Boston. And that day, the city of Boston, my city, buzzed with fervor, each person driven by the promise of colossal discounts. Yet, amidst the frenzy of deal hunters, unbeknownst to us, something wicked lurked in the shadows. Zombies, drawn to the city's most loved and crowded shopping haven like moths to a flame. They knew exactly where to find us. Reaching Target, I reassured myself. I maneuvered through the throngs, weaving past eager shoppers, my mind fixed on one goal, the perfect engagement ring for April. The thought of her radiant smile fueled my determination. No, I wasn't getting her engagement ring from Target. Don't worry. I was headed to one of the boutique ring shops inside of the Target. This location isn't a regular store, or even like a super Target. It was much greater than that. The largest one in the country, it featured a 5-star restaurant, a mini food court, a dozen upscale boutique shops, a 2-story movie theater, a high-end Nordstrom's, and a beautiful lounge. It was a mega haven and very popular amongst Massachusetts and neighboring states. So it's where nearly everybody came to shop, thus it was even more congested on Black Friday. As I calmly sauntered through the store, I thought about April, my rock since we'd met freshman year of college. She held the most special place in my heart. We were on this journey together, inseparable since our first date. The plan to propose at our upcoming graduation the next year was etched in my mind, both of us turning 23 and stepping into a new chapter of life together. I know people thought we may have been too young, but I confidently knew she was the one. We were soulmates. I'd bet my life on it. And it seemed that my life was being called for as fate had a different script for the day. As I quickly ventured deeper into Target, the atmosphere shifted. Panic started to ripple through the air as droves of zombies began to rapidly infiltrate the premises, raiding the aisles, dimming the lights to threads, and locking us all inside as their helpless prisoners. Nobody was expecting this cinematic invasion. Screams erupted as waves of terror consumed the crowd. Fear and pandemonium gripped us all, a situation far removed from the typical Black Friday rush. Summoning every ounce of courage, I sprung into action, navigating through the mayhem, driven by the need to protect those trapped alongside me, coupled with my desire to make it back to April, adding fuel to my fiery passion. The control room in the back of the colossal store became my battleground. When I finally made it there, I dashed to trigger the alarms and open the doors, a beacon of hope amongst the madness. As the doors creaked open, a surge of relief swept through the crowd, but the zombies lay in wait, hungering for a chase. Amid the confusion, a realization struck. Survival wasn't just about escape, it was about fighting back. The spirit of resilience stirred collectively within us, uniting the scattered crowd in a battle against the undead. It was as if we all knew what we had to do at the same time. We couldn't just run and allow this to happen again in the future. So we set out to battle. It was a fight for our lives, a fight charged not just by horror, but by the determination to protect our loved ones. The once bustling aisles of deals became a war zone. People from all walks of life, driven by a primal instinct to survive, rallied together. At that moment, the line between Black Friday shoppers and defenders blurred. Our determination to reclaim our freedom powered an unyielding brawl against the encroaching horde, unleashing a surge of adrenaline that empowered us to press on. Finally, the dust settled and victory emerged, a testament to human resilience. The undead threat subdued. A sense of connection abode among us, a bond forged through adversity. We were exhausted but stronger. Amidst the wreckage, I held on to hope that love would prevail in the chaos. And in my heart, for April and me, the ordeal only strengthened the resolve to face whatever challenges lay ahead, hand in hand. The day that started with great anticipation for an engagement ring ended with a profound realization that love, resilience, and unity can conquer even the darkest moments. The brisk Arizona evening welcomed me home from a long day at work, but the chill and day's toil didn't stop my fervor. Black Friday was upon us, an annual affair of adrenaline-fueled shopping. My name is Chris, and I had no idea how this yearly event was about to change my life. The mall was a sea of chaos, people swarming like ants around a crumb. Yet, amid the frenzy, I couldn't help but notice the emptiness that lurked behind the determined eyes of shoppers. Yet I too was ensnared in this pursuit, craving the heart-pumping rush of a deal. On this day I was proudly a mindless consumer as well. Who was I to judge? At 33 years old, and a banker at a top financial institution, money wasn't a concern, but prudence dictated my spending. It was about the principle, the thrill of securing a bargain. I entered the Best Buy store located inside the bottom end of the mall, maneuvering through the throes, my eyes fixed on the desired TV I had been coveting for over 7 months. Yet, as I approached my prize, luck had other plans. 2 others, a lady and another man, laid claim to the last one in the store. The 3 of us all laid hands on it, tussling like children. The store manager intervened, favoring the lady. The other guy quickly left, upset. But as I was making my exit, a tinge of disappointment abiding, the manager told me that a shipment of more of that model would be in early in the morning. I perked up. Determined, I set my alarm for the early hours on Saturday. When I awoke, I hurriedly threw on some clothes and barely brushed my teeth, heading out the door. I was ready. I returned to the store to park, hoping for redemption. But the line outside the store had swollen to a rage of anticipation. There had to be over 100 people impatiently standing outside waiting for the glass doors to slide open. I faltered for a brief moment, but I would not be defeated this time. No way. Upon the store's opening, it was a mad dash and I was part of the herd. I made it to the electronics section, my trophy in sight, until a bizarre déjà vu struck. Imagine seeing someone who looks like your mirror image, but with a different outfit. That's exactly what happened to me when I came across a man who could have been my identical twin. And there we were, fighting for the same TV. I was at it again, and it was on. But this was so surreal. The argument between us escalated until the manager threatened police intervention this time. My opponent relented, and a weird feeling remained as I secured the prized possession, paying amidst the glaring stares of the other shoppers for my barbaric actions. I left the store feeling weary and went through a nearby drive-thru to get a small black coffee. As I drove off towards home, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. A mile down the road, I noticed a car identical to mine trailed close behind, sending shivers down my spine. I was being followed by the man in the store. My mirror reflection. The chase on the road was harrowing, the doppelganger's aggressive pursuit threatening my safety. I made some sharp turns and lost him, arriving home. I sat on the couch, shaken and out of breath. But after being inside for less than 3 minutes, car headlights flooded my driveway. Oh no. I nervously peeked out of the window. It was him again, and he was rushing to my doorstep for a chilling confrontation. The angry banging on the door was an alarming crescendo to the day's bizarre events. This was crazy. I gripped my cell phone and thought about calling the police myself, but my intuition guided me to do the unthinkable. Scared, I cautiously opened the heavy door. Fear gripped me until the revelation hit. This figure was me, a version from a bleak future. His words, harsh yet laden with concern, echoed the truth I'd been evading. I listened. As he spoke about change, I found myself at a crossroads, torn between the fear of the unknown and the acceptance of the inevitable. His message was clear. There was a need for self-transformation, an end to the relentless aggression that had defined me for too many years. I had lived in a rage, bulldozing over everyone for far too long, destroying relationships and any inner happiness along the way. It was time to break the cycle and free myself. The realization was both daunting and liberating at the same time. Lowering my phone, I felt a wave of reflection. The future Chris was a reminder of what awaited and would remain if I didn't embrace change. Apologizing, I watched him leave in peace, a motivation for a shift within me. Life after that Black Friday was a metamorphosis. The aggressive facade dissipated, paving the way for healthier relationships and personal growth. Reconciliation with estranged family members and old friends marked a new chapter, while the TV stood as a symbol of transformation, a reminder of that crucial event. Football games on the new TV offered solace, a familiar comfort amid the whirlwind of change. The pursuit of material possessions took a back seat, replaced by a quest for inner serenity and genuine connections. Black Friday, once synonymous with consumerism, became a pivotal point in my life. It wasn't just about the TV. It was the catalyst for a journey towards self-discovery, personal evolution, and a turning point that redefined my priorities, reshaping my future.